Hi guys, welcome to the Parana Money podcast again. And today we have a couple with us, and this is the first time we are having a couples episode on our podcast. And they've had a really special journey. Usually, it's our journeys. We see people achieving for financial freedom or reaching their financial freedom goals at the age of 35, 40, 45, 50, right? But this has been a power couple who have been able to achieve. I would not say that they've achieved financial freedom yet or they've achieved their fire goals, but then they've been very successful with their investing journey, and they're only 26 yet. And they both invest together, they both collaborate together, and we can truly learn from them. So we'll learn today from their journeys. So welcome Harsh, welcome Apurva.
Thank
Hi,
you.
thank you
Thank
for
you.
inviting
Thank you for
us.
inviting us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you both of you here today. So while जब मैं आप लोगों से बात कर रहा था तो what I realized that partnership can play a huge role in terms of achieving goals which let's up people want to achieve financial freedom, people want to achieve a lot more other goals, right? So my first question is, how is this partnership helping you guys to work towards your finances?
Whenever we work together, like we collaborate with someone, then we have a sense of security in our mind also, right? Ki, ठीक है, suppose let's say my portfolio or my sort of companies don't like work for the next 3-4 months. Then she have another portfolio, so we have a cushion of safety. So
Right.
in that sense, like it brings a peace to your mind,
Yeah.
as well as both of you can work together, find good companies, research about it together. So your work also gets reduced by half while your returns get doubled. So it's
Right.
almost like to the times four, right?
Totally echo that. And I think trust is the biggest factor here because I know that if he has researched about a company and I haven't, I can blindly put my faith in him and sort of
Right.
go along with that. So I think trust, I would say, is the cornerstone of any relationship,
Right.
and finances being a very big part of this partnership.
So now I'll, kind of dwell into your how your journey started, right? So
Mhm.
tell us a bit about your backgrounds, your careers, right?
Hmm.
Your professions,
So I graduated from IIT BHU in 2020.
right?
So in I got a campus placement in an MNC in consulting role. So I joined my job in August 2020, and since then I've been in the same job. I got promotions, and so in 2020 when I joined, I was receiving a in hand salary of five. I will say more than 1 lakh in hand, and after that, like I got double digit hikes, promotions, and all. So my salary increased throughout the years, like 15%, then around 18%, then around 12%. So like this. And apart from that, we also got in the second year, like 2021, I got some RSUs which will vest over the next 3 years, like which vested in 2022, 2023.
Can you explain RSUs a bit for the
Yeah, so
audience?
basically company gives their stocks to you,
Right.
and there is a vesting period. So let's suppose 30% of them will vest this year, 30% next
Right.
year, and so on. So it was like that.
So I have had a very different journey from him, at least in the initial phase. So I also graduated in 2020 June after completing my BTech in computer science, and I joined one of the big tech companies as a software developer. So there, I think initially, I think one of the good things is they give you a large joining bonus as a stock grant. So I think I must have gotten around 35,000 US dollars then and there, and that kind of would get vested over
Right.
the next 4 years. And I also got a joining bonus of around 5 lakhs. And I think my in hand was somewhere around 80 to 90,000 per month for the first year. And at the end of the first year, I was able to, I think, get a very good hike of around 20 plus. I don't
Right.
know the exact figures, but yeah, it was around that. And then a bonus of around 14, 15%.
Now, guys, give me a picture of your individual portfolios. Like, what do they look like? You can also tell me the CAGRs that you have had on them.
So my equity direct stock portfolio is currently around 1.5 CR,
Right.
and then I have mutual funds of around 28 lakhs. Then I have corporate bonds recently invested in them around 8 lakhs, and sovereign gold bonds plus gold Bs. Gold Bs is a
Right.
ETF, so that is around 7 lakhs.
Right.
So overall, I think around it's 2.2 CR.
Got it.
Yeah.
Apurva, yours.
आई थिंक फॉर मी अगेन एज आई मेंशन जो भी कंपनी के आरएसयूज थे ना मैंने वो सब निकाल के आई पुट इट इन डायरेक्टली इन एसएमई एंड माइक्रो कैप्स तो आई थिंक दैट माय पोर्टफोलियो इज मोस्टली माइक्रो कैप्स 1.1 सीआर एंड मेरे एफडी में आई थिंक आई हैव केप्ट अराउंड 15 lakhs दैट इज माय इमरजेंसी फंड देन म्यूचुअल फंड्स में आई थिंक अराउंड आई हैव 35 lakhs And company का I have still kept that ESPP वाला thing that I mentioned. उसमें I think around 12 मैंने रखा हुआ है, 12 lakhs. And gold B's में मैंने कुछ invest किया था. I think 12 lakhs I've kept there. Yeah. So I think around
Something.
1.8.
Now, what has been the returns? Because in terms of what I can understand from both your portfolios, your direct equity portfolio is quite big.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Right.
almost 70-80%.
Yes.
Right.
Right? Now, this is usually not the case with
Right.
most of the investors.
Yeah.
Most of the investors either, even if they have, let's say, 100% equity allocation, 90%, 95% is in mutual
Mutual
funds.
Yeah.
Right? Now, to have such a large exposure to equity only happens when you have been successful with direct stocks.
Yeah.
Either it happens that you invest 10, 15 lakhs and it suddenly drops, people
Yeah.
go out of it.
Yeah.
Then they do only mutual funds, right? Now, obviously, you guys have been pretty successful. You guys have invested in micro caps, small caps a lot. So, what has been the returns first?
Hmm.
Number two, how did you guys encounter this micro cap, like and how these strategies over the time? But just give me the the entire
Sure.
picture about it.
Okay. So first of all, like I would like to come to micro cap investing, briefly touch upon it. So it's basically like catching caterpillars rather than butterflies.
Right.
So it's like catching a company in a very nascent stage where it's like growth is going to be in a hockey stick type of pattern, right?
Right.
Its profit is going to increase exponentially. So there are triggers behind it, and you have to like identify those triggers beforehand. Overall, my portfolio CAGR, like direct stock portfolio CAGR, has been around 60%.
Right.
Because the SME index itself has grown by 60%, and I have matched that with my direct stock portfolio. And behind these like uh, over performance, like over the Nifty and all, so there are a few things which I think worked for me. तो पहला तो आई थिंक कि एक कंपनी को जैसे कुछ जैसे मेरी स्टॉक पोर्टफोलियो काफी कंसंट्रेटेड रहती है. आई हैव अ कंसंट्रेटेड पोर्टफोलियो ऑफ अराउंड 15 to 20 स्टॉक्स एट मैक्स. समवेयर कभी कभी मेरा मतलब 10 स्टॉक्स के अराउंड भी पोर्टफोलियो में रहता है. व्हाट माय थीसिस इज कि इफ 2 or 3 आउट ऑफ योर 15 स्टॉक्स परफॉर्म रियली वेल, देन दैट कैन लाइक गिव यू क्रेजी रिटर्न्स. अगर वो 3x 4x हो गए, अगर आपके दो स्टॉक भी हो गए, अगर आपके 15 का बंडल है, आपने इक्वल एलोकेशन कर रखा है, एंड 2-3 स्टॉक भी आपके एक्सपोनेंशियल रिटर्न्स बना के दे दे, देन ओवरऑल पोर्टफोलियो का सीएजीआर
So
काफी अच्छा
give
हो
me a
जाता
picture. Let's suppose if you have 15 stocks in your
है. राइट.
portfolio, you're saying 2 or 3 of them, let's say, they
Correct.
explode to 3x, 4x,
Hmm.
right? So which means 300 to 400% returns on these 3 or 4
Hmm.
stocks. The rest of the 11 stocks, how much volatility are you expecting
Okay.
there?
Out of 15 stocks, I will say 2 or 3 might be in negative as well.
Right.
Let's say minus 30%, minus
Right.
40%, minus 50%. That's
Right.
pretty common and pretty possible. Okay.
Right.
Because these stocks are very volatile. So
Right.
some stories might not work out.
Right.
There is always risk associated with, the smaller the company, the greater the risk
Right.
and higher the reward. Around 10 companies will perform almost, flat, like 20% type, 25% type of growth. Like
Right.
what you expect from the other mid cap or large cap companies.
Right.
So that type of return from 10 companies, some 3-4 companies will give negative returns, like minus 20%, minus 40, minus 50%.
Yeah. So, but big thing here is that out of 15 companies, you're at
Hmm.
least getting 12 companies, I would say, right, which are, let's say,
Right.
profitable. I'm
Yeah,
not saying
correct.
because obviously we expect higher returns from micro caps, but it's not that you're making a loss on the rest 12 stocks.
Correct.
You're making loss
Correct.
only on 3 stocks.
Correct.
Right. So, yeah, that's an important detail. Apurva, you can also, tell your story with micro
Mhm.
caps as to how it happened.
So again, as I mentioned, I entered this whole universe like just last year. So
Hmm.
uske pehle I was only in mutual funds and
Right.
FD maybe I was just putting my bonuses and gold Bs and all. But last year what happened was we were just randomly talking and he introduced this company to me ki dekho, he just showed me a screenshot. I was able to generate like 100% returns in this particular company. I was just shocked ki matlab yahan pe mutual fund is giving me 20% returns this haal mein, and here this person is able to generate 100%. So as an experiment, I just took out like 5 lakhs from my RSUs and I just put it there. So it also worked out. I think 15% ho gaya tha in a span of a month. So then I gained that conviction that I want to actually read about these companies. So then I started reading about fundamental analysis, technical and chart patterns and all. तो उसके बाद धीरे धीरे I just took out almost all of my RSU 65 lakhs के around. I put it in micro cap companies. तो उसमें I think I've been able to generate 40% plus returns in the last year. And specifically the thing that he mentioned, I think our main differentiator has been entering the right companies with a high valuation gap on the listing day. So I think that has been real wealth generator for us. So we were able to like grab a couple of companies
Aimtron Electronics,
Aimtron,
Rajesh
Rajesh
Power,
Power, and
Sahasra.
Sahasra. 3-4 companies have been game changers for our portfolio. So
Right.
I think last year I'm still fairly new, but I would say that मतलब पिछले एक साल में
So yeah, so
my strategy
basically
has
learning
changed.
out of this is that like one of the things you mentioned, that post IPOs, the
Yeah.
companies that have not been able to get listed at the valuation that they deserve,
Yeah.
you saw gaps there,
Yeah.
and you invested in those companies because you eventually knew that in a very short time
Yes.
these companies will quickly ramp up to
Right.
their original valuation.
Original
Yes,
fair
yes.
value.
Right.
And there's one catch to that. Like in Mainboard, what happens is Mainboard, by Mainboard, like I mean non-SME companies.
Right.
So which list in Mainboard, NSE and BSE. So in those companies there is like no limit to which they can have the value, like premium on the
Right.
listing day. कि लिस्टिंग डे पे दे कैन जो भी उनका वैल्यूएशन फेयर वैल्यू होता है वो उनको मिल जाता है, राइट. एसएमई में क्या होता है कि द थिंग इज कि एक देर इज अ बार कि आप 99% या 100% से ज्यादा फर्स्ट डे नहीं हो सकते हो. अभी रिसेंटली सेबी ने रूल बनाया. तो लेट्स से आईपीओ प्राइस 300 है, तो लिस्टिंग डे के दिन मैक्सिमम इट कैन गो टू 600, उसके
Right.
ऊपर नहीं जाएगा.
Right.
तो अगर आपको डबल से ज्यादा की वैल्यूएशन गैप दिख रही है, देन इट्स अ श्योर शॉर्ट वे टू मेक मनी. एंड आउट ऑफ 20-25 आईपीओ एक ना एक आपको मिल ही जाएगा जहाँ पे आपको डबल का वैल्यूएशन गैप दिखेगा.
Right.
तो 2000 आर की हमने लिस्टिंग डे पे उससे 90% अबव पे लेना है.
But why does this happen? Let's suppose एक है कि the share went undersubscribed, right? So valuation वो नहीं meet हुआ. Second is कि like you're saying, because SEBI has now made that rule and somebody, let's say, has been able to perform 100%. Now how do you see a valuation gap there? Because company has already set in a valuation,
Correct,
right? And as per them, they have been able
They have
to
been-
generate a premium on the launch
Right.
day. On what basis do you say that there is still a valuation gap?
Correct. That's a very good question. So I will give a recent example. So that's only an example. Okay, nothing like buy or sell recommendation. So Rajesh Power was listed in December. Okay,
Right.
and how I find valuation gap was it was listing at a price to earning multiple of 11.
Right.
The listing price was at 11p, and it is just a brief background about the company. So it is into power and transmission EPC. So
Right.
EPC business of power and transmission. So if you look at other EPC players in power and transmission, they were getting a multiple of 40 above. All the companies were listed at 40 above multiple.
Right.
Be it Viviana Power, KC Energy, see all the companies. They were at 45 multiples, 50 multiples, crazy multiples. Advait Infra. So all of these companies are having 50, 45, 50, 55, these type of multiples. And this company at the IPO launch date was at 11p. सो डबल बी अगर आप कर लो देन इट्स 22-23p, राइट. तो अगर मुझे 22p पे भी अगर पावर ईपीसी कंपनी मिल जाती है पावर ट्रांसमिशन की, एंड कंपनी के बैलेंस शीट में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, कंपनी के प्रोमोटर्स टॉप नॉच, एक्सपीरियंस काफी अच्छा, ऑर्डर बुक काफी अच्छी. ऑर्डर बुक इट हैड अराउंड 2500-2600 करोड़, तो फ्यूचर विजिबिलिटी भी काफी अच्छी थी कि रेवेन्यूज काफी ग्रो होंगे. लास्ट ईयर FY24 में डिड अ रेवेन्यू ऑफ 285 करोड़ एंड इट हैड अ ऑर्डर बुक ऑफ 2500 करोड़. सो सी द गैप, लाइक 10x इनको काम करना अगले 2-3 साल में. एंड क्रिसिल की एक रिपोर्ट आई थी, वो रिपोर्ट थी आई थिंक जुलाई 24 या अगस्त 24 की. तो क्रिसिल की रिपोर्ट में पूरी कंपनी की डिटेल दे रखी होती है क्योंकि वो उसकी क्रेडिट रेटिंग देता है क्रिसिल. तो उसके लिए वो उसकी सारी ऑर्डर बुक एनालाइज करेगा. इट विल एनालाइज इट्स ऑर्डर बुक, इट्स मैनेजमेंट की इंटीग्रिटी एंड ऑल सब चीजें एनालाइज करता है. तो उस रिपोर्ट में दे हैव क्लियरली मेंशन्ड कि क्रिसिल इज एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट दिस कंपनी कैन डू 850 करोड़ ऑफ रेवेन्यू इन FY25. लास्ट ईयर दे डिड 285 करोड़. तो अगर आप फॉरवर्ड बेसिस पे भी उसकी वैल्यूएशन देखोगी तो दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी चीप. अगर 850 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू मान लो आप सेम पैट मार्जिन पे एज दे डिड लास्ट ईयर, देन उनका पैट मे बी अराउंड 80 to 90 करोड़ के अराउंड आएगा. एंड उनका आईपीओ के दिन 600 करोड़ के अराउंड मार्केट कैप था. तो 600 डिवाइडेड बाय 90 मतलब फॉरवर्ड बेसिस पे तो इट वाज एक्सट्रीमली चीप. तो फॉरवर्ड बेसिस पे भी मल्टीपल्स काफी अच्छे हैं, पर प्रेजेंट बेसिस पे भी काफी गैप है. बाकी सारे कंपनीज का फॉरवर्ड बेसिस पे मैं देखता था तो 30 के पी पे था, प्रेजेंट बेसिस पे 45-50 के पी पे. ये फॉरवर्ड बेसिस पे मुझे 15 पे मिल रही थी, प्रेजेंट बेसिस पे 22 पे मिल रही थी.
Right.
तो दैट वाज अ नो ब्रेनर फॉर मी. तो आई पुट वेरी गुड एलोकेशन, लाइक 40 lakhs ऑफ माई, 20 lakhs ऑफ हर, एंड वो विद इन मतलब मंथ जनवरी हुआ है ना, एंड 1200 टच कर गया. 636 पे हमने लिया था 636 पे, एंड इट टच 1200. देन रिसेंट करेक्शन हुआ जो उसमें मे बी 1000-1100 के अराउंड आ गया.
If I see your combined portfolio, it somewhere comes where about 4 CR, right? Now, generally at 4 CR, you guys are pretty young let's say people who are, let's say 35, 45, they even consider this as their fire number. What is your view on fire, let's say per se? And do you have any fire goals that you want to achieve? What is your mind space right now?
So I think the kind of people we are, I don't think हम लोग ऐसे permanently retire होके कहीं बीच जा सकते हैं and just pina coladas लेके बस chill
You
करो.
guys are only 26,
Yeah.
8,
So
Yeah.
we want to keep doing something, but I
Right.
think having that safety net ki okay, even if you like say want to pursue a passion project, we can leave something that's not serving us anymore and we can
Right.
jump onto it. So I think we want that kind of security, and I don't think we're fully there yet because we do have some larger materialistic goals for us in the
Right.
future. I'll talk more about them, but abhi to we want to keep hustling until the foreseeable future. So fire number as such तो नहीं है हमारा, but we do have an outrageous goal of having a 100 CR combined portfolio.
Right.
We do see that doing that in the next say 10-20 years or so. But the immediate goals that we have, we want to own a piece of land for us. We want to build a home. Essentially, we don't want to live like in a high rise. That we don't see ourselves as that. So that is one major goal that we have for us. So I think abhi Delhi NCR maybe if you see, I think 4-5 CR se kam mein you won't find a good piece
Right.
of land along with the house. That is one big goal for us. Another goal for us is he is a big car enthusiast, so I think he wants to probably buy like a luxury car for himself. So that is another goal. And the third goal is again the 100 CR portfolio.
Yeah.
And the fourth one is, I think these things will help us be in a state where we are comfortable to like not worry about money and focus on
Right.
our passion projects.
Got
So
it.
abhi jaise you mentioned 4 CR hai. So अभी जैसे मंथली 1.5 lakhs पर मंथ का हमारा एक्सपेंसेस रहता है, एंड ऑन एन एवरेज हम लोग 3.54 lakhs पर मंथ डाल देते हैं अपने इक्विटी पोर्टफोलियोज में. तो अभी इन द नेक्स्ट 4-5 months वी एंटिसिपेट अ ह्यूज करेक्शन इन द मार्केट. सो व्हाट वी प्लान टू डू इज डिप्लॉय ऑल ऑफ आवर सेविंग्स फ्रॉम लाइक म्यूचुअल फंड्स, एफडीज, मे बी 10 lakhs 15 lakhs रखेंगे एज आवर इमरजेंसी फंड, बट विल डिप्लॉय ऑल ऑफ दैट इनटू द मार्केट करेक्शन जो कि मई जून में आएगा. तो उसमें आई थिंक विल बी एबल टू रियली क्रिएट ह्यूज वेल्थ फॉर अस. तो उसमें आई थिंक 3.5 हम लोग डाल देंगे. एंड आई थिंक गिवन 20% रिटर्न्स भी बहुत कंजर्वेटिव एस्टिमेट है, बट पोस्ट टैक्स अगर 20% रिटर्न्स भी हम लोग इस पोर्टफोलियो पे जनरेट कर ले तो अगले 3 साल में आई थिंक विल हैव 8.59 CR हो जाएगा. सो उसमें वी आर थिंकिंग कि अगले 3 से 4 सालों में एटलीस्ट वी कैन टेक मे बी 2.5 crores फ्रॉम दैट एज डाउन पेमेंट फॉर द हाउस एंड मे बी 3 crores एज अ लोन. तो ये बड़ा माइलस्टोन हमारा अगले 3 से 4 साल में प्लान है कि 30-31 तक जब हम हो जाएं ये एक हो जाए. उसके बाद तो लग्जरी कार्स एंड ऑल दीज आर लाइबिलिटीज, बट वो होते रहेगा. उसके नेक्स्ट 3 साल में मे बी अगेन विल कीप इन्फ्यूजिंग मोर कैपिटल इनटू आवर पोर्टफोलियो, एंड 3-4 years में मे बी हिज विश विल आल्सो गेट फुलफिल्ड. And I think that 100 CR thing, maybe you can comment more about it, but उसमें लग जाएगा I think 11-15-20 years तो लग जाएंगे.
25% से ग्रो करो अगर आप, then
पोस्ट टैक्स
10
20
पोस्ट टैक्स 20 मान लो, then 10 साल में पैसा 10 गुना हो जाता है 25% से.
Right.
मतलब पोस्ट टैक्स में बात कर रहा हूँ. तो 10 CR है अगर आपके पास, तो 10 साल में यू कैन अज्यूम कि 100 CR होगा अगर आप 25% पोस्ट टैक्स जनरेट करते हो. मतलब 30-32% प्री टैक्स करना पड़ेगा उसके लिए. एंड अगर 20% पोस्ट टैक्स कर रहे हैं, then it may take 12 years around.
Yeah.
Usually a number like 100 CR, most people are not able to relate to it. But what I
Yeah.
would like to say, in 21st century, 100 CR, trust me, is not going to be a big number. A
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of people will
Yeah.
achieve it. Obviously, you guys, your journey is different. You guys are very young. But people, let's say, even who are, let's say, 35, 40, even I feel they can get to 100 CR
Definitely.
by the end of their lifetime. Because
Definitely.
I think one very popular video that was going viral, that your wealth explodes after 1
1
CR,
CR,
then
yeah.
10 CR. So roughly even at 15% per annum, your wealth kind of grows 10x every 15-16 years. It will take you about 45 years to reach to 100 CR, even if you're, let's say, at 35, 40,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Easily.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, the good part that I want to discuss about this is that your goal, which is, let's say, 100 CR, right? You're saying that you want to generate a 25% consistent return with the kind of investing style that you have. Yes, I think that's pretty plausible, because people in these type of investing methods have even achieved 30%, 35%.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very
It's a very
common.
conservative
Yeah.
estimate
Yeah.
that we've given. Yeah.
Now you've grown already at, let's say, 60%. Do you consider this because this was a massive bull run?
Yeah.
Or why have you, let's say, gone to a 25%? What is the dynamic here?
Yeah. That's a very good question. So first thing, when your portfolio reaches 10 CR, you can't be 100% invested in micro caps because of liquidity issues. You can't liquidate your assets like this. बिकॉज
Right.
देन आपके पास एक कंपनी के 10 लॉट होंगे, मतलब 10,000 शेयर्स होंगे, 20,000 शेयर्स होंगे, यू कांट सेल देम लाइक दैट, बिकॉज उतनी बायर्स ही नहीं होंगे उस टाइम मार्केट में, एलसी लग जाएगा, लोअर सर्किट लग जाएगा, राइट?
Right.
So whenever you get above 10 CR, you have to reduce your exposure in micro caps and go to some other avenues like maybe small caps, mid caps, large caps. इनमें आपको
Right.
जाना पड़ेगा, तो your returns will automatically reduce. So this is not sustainable model कि आप 100 CR के portfolio पे and you can manage this return. Otherwise सभी लोग 50-60% CAGR कमा रहे होते हैं, हाँ, but until 10 CR it's possible कि 60% से मैं grow कर लूँ. दैट्स क्वाइट पॉसिबल बिकॉज द इंडेक्स इटसेल्फ इज ग्रोइंग एट 60% एंड वो 12 साल का डेटा है, ऐसा नहीं कि 2 साल के डेटा के बेसिस पे मैं बोल रहा हूँ। उसमें बियर रन भी आए 2016 से 18, काफी मतलब 18 2000 मतलब काफी खराब मार्केट भी रहे उस टाइम पे, 2013 के अराउंड जो टेपर ऑफ हुआ। तो 2012 से 24 का एक डिसेंट डेटा है 12 साल का, एंड उस 12 साल के पूरे डेटा पे इसने 60% सीएजीआर ग्रो किया है इस इंडेक्स ने, एंड मैं उसी इंडेक्स के अच्छे फंडामेंटली गुड स्टॉक्स को पिक कर रहा हूँ। दैट्स व्हाई आई कंसीडर कि मतलब 60% अचीवेबल है अनटिल अनलेस लिक्विडिटी कंसर्न्स ना हो।
Right.
बट हाँ, लिक्विडिटी कंसर्न्स होंगे 10 ईयर के बाद, मुझे पता है, इसलिए मैं लार्ज कैप वगैरह से 15-20% ही अज्यूम कर रहा हूँ। तो क्योंकि वो 15-20 है एंड मे बी इधर से माइक्रो कैप में मेरा 3-4 करोड़ 5 करोड़ टाइप रहेगा, तो उससे मैं थोड़ा 50-60% जनरेट कर लूँ, तो उसकी वजह से ओवरऑल रिटर्न में भी 25% के अराउंड आ जाए।
Right.
एंड प्लस अभी का मे बी 2020 से 24 का फेज जो बुल रन का रहा, ये हमेशा थ्रू आउट द पीरियड ये दैट
नहीं रहेगा।
माइट नॉट बी द केस, देयर
Right.
कैन बी बियर फेजेस एज वेल, उसमें कुछ भी रिटर्न्स नहीं बनेगा 2-3 साल, तो एवरी ईयर मतलब इवन आउट करो आप, देन दैट इज अ डिसेंट रिटर्न एक्सपेक्टेशन कि हाँ।
And I think you took more risk, let's say, in your initial years,
Yeah.
and that has
Right.
helped
Yeah.
you in order to do that. And obviously, bull run did play a very big part in
Hmm.
it. Tell me this: that after, let's say, you achieve 10th year, right?
Hmm.
How will your investing strategy change now?
Okay.
How will you, let's say, have you thought about it? Obviously, you can't, let's say, be very sure of this
Hmm.
right now. It will depend on the time. It will
Right.
depend on when you
Yeah.
will reach 10th year.
Right.
But how do you see, formulating your investing style post 10th year?
So like one thing I will do is कि I will keep aside, let's say 5 or 6 CR for micro cap investing.
Right.
But for 3-4 CR, I will keep in mid caps, which I think have good growth potential. I will keep in those. So obviously, I will diversify my portfolio away from the micro caps and SME segment
Right.
to the other segments as well. Plus, there can be some hedging as well because you have a decent sized portfolio now, so you can hedge your portfolio as well. But futures and options में currently I don't do any futures and options. But उस time पे it will become necessary to hedge your net worth, right?
Right.
कि sudden crash आ गया market में, तो you can hedge your portfolio by buying puts, right? तो उस टाइप की कुछ mechanisms करनी पड़ेंगी, तो उस टाइम पे hedging plus option selling plus micro cap के अलावा you have to go to large caps, mid caps as well. So all of this will
Right.
be done.
Why 100 CR? Like, where does that number come from?
Hmm.
Why have you chosen that specific number?
So like 100 CR is not our final goal per se.
Yeah,
Like we will want to keep growing it because
obviously, yeah.
yeah, but 100 CR is kind of a milestone. कि we have reached 3-figure CRs. तो बस वैसा ही psychological number है, nothing
Right.
behind it.
Yeah.
But फिर ये भी नहीं आता कभी दिमाग में that 100 CR will be the 10 CR in 15-20 years.
Yeah, correct. वो
वो
तो
तो है।
है,
Right.
right.
I think वो again that psychological thing कि भाई 100
So
CR
basically, your
is a
expectation
number.
about money changes every 10 years.
Correct.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Right. Now, in order to sum this up, you guys have seen very rapid growth, very
Yeah.
fast, right, at a very young age. But at the same time, what I can sense, there is also some दो तरीके के investors, मतलब I see when I podcast people. One is, let's say, who have had very early success, so they keep riding on it. Eventually, they don't know what pitfalls are coming for them, right? But while talking to you guys, I can sense that you guys have a pretty mature relationship with the success that you have had so far. You know कि ये कितना realistic है, कितना unrealistic है, and what is coming in the future.
Right.
What are, let's say, the top 3 learnings that you guys have had in these 4-5 years of investing?
Okay, so first will be obviously कि न्यूज़ देख के पैसे मत लगाओ किसी कंपनी पे. So I have made a rule to myself कि जब तक किसी कंपनी के बाद 40 घंटे नहीं पढ़ूंगा उस कंपनी के बारे में, be it through management interview, con calls, annual reports, whatever it is, बैलेंस शीट जो भी है, बट 40 घंटे उस कंपनी को देने हैं तभी इन्वेस्ट करना है. तो दैट्स वाई मेरे पोर्टफोलियो में कंपनीज भी कम होते हैं इन दिस वे कि 10-15 ज्यादा मतलब इनटू 40 आवर्स कर दो आप, उतने आवर्स लगाने के बाद ही कंपनी बढ़ाओगे ना आप. So that will automatically reduce the number of companies in your portfolio and make it more, you will choose only the best of the best. So second learning is कि don't be in a hurry कि to make money in market. कि डोंट बी इन हरी कि अभी हर महीने मुझे इतना रिटर्न चाहिए ही मार्केट से, हर साल मुझे चाहिए. देयर आर गुड फेजेस, बैड फेजेस ऑफ द मार्केट एंड यू हैव टू लिव विद इट.
Hmm.
So third thing is कि mental peace, मतलब market is very volatile. You have to assume कि ठीक है आपका net worth let's say अभी मेरा 4 CR है, हो सकता है 3 महीने बाद ये घट के 3 CR भी हो जाए, and I have to be okay with it कि I
Hmm.
have to choose this, मतलब choose this path, right? कि वो बढ़ के 6 भी हो सकता है, 5 भी हो सकता है, 3 भी हो सकता है. So ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि भाई कल तो मैं 4 CR नेटवर्थ थी मेरी, अभी घट के 3 CR हो गई. तो मेंटल पीस पहले से ही बना के चलो आप. देन फोर्थ थिंग इज कि प्रोमोटर्स पे बेट करना, मतलब छोटी कंपनीज में, स्पेशली इन माइक्रो कैप्स, बिकॉज इन लार्ज कंपनीज व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि पूरी की पूरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होती है. तो इवन इफ प्रोमोटर लेट्स से छुट्टी पे है या कुछ भी है, राइट, तो देयर इज अ होल टीम, होल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वर्किंग बिहाइंड इट. बट इन स्मॉल कंपनीज, इन माइक्रो कैप कंपनीज, ही इज अ वन मैन आर्मी. उसके ऊपर ही सारी डिसीजन मेकिंग डिपेंड करती है. So if he is not working well, if he is not, he doesn't have, aggressive thinking to grow or fire in the belly, then how can you expect the company to grow? So
Right.
these are my learnings.
Yeah.
Apurva, for
I
you.
think looking back, I think what I would say is कि early years में optimize for your career and skill building, क्योंकि that will help you build like that earning source of earning, and you can increase that, and then you can maybe, क्योंकि 2-3 लाख अगर आप इन्वेस्ट भी कर लोगे तो उसको अगर 5% भी बढ़ा लिया तो उतना ज़्यादा डेल्टा नहीं मिलेगा. तो
Right.
इसलिए इनिशियली फ्यू इयर्स में मैं सबको बोलती हूँ, अपने भाई बहनों को भी, कि अभी अपने करियर पे फोकस करो, गेट दो स्किल्स एंड अर्निंग पोटेंशियल बढ़ाओ बेसिकली, राइट. तो फर्स्ट लर्निंग ये थी कि मतलब आई थिंक दैट वर्कड आउट फॉर मी कि मैंने 5 साल रगड़ के मेहनत की है अपने जॉब में, एंड उसके पहले इन माय स्टडीज आल्सो आई हैव बीन वर्किंग एक्सट्रीमली हार्ड. तो दैट वुड बी द फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकंड वुड बी कि सुन के किसी का मत इन्वेस्ट कर लो. लाइक आई थिंक व्हाट मैंने पहले जब शुरुआत के 1-2 साल में किसी ने कंपनी बताया, मैंने डाल दिया, एंड जब वो गिर रहा था मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा था कि क्या हो रहा है, एंड 10-20 हज़ार कम हो गए तो आई वुड पैनिक. बट आई थिंक व्हाट आई डिड डिफरेंटली नाउ वाज कि खुद कन्विक्शन बिल्ड करना वर्सेस किसी और का कन्विक्शन बोरो करने में जमीन आसमान का डिफरेंस है. मे बी लाइक टेक अ मंथ एंड रीड अबाउट फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस कि क्यों किसी कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट करना है, एंड देन टेक्निकल एनालिसिस कि कब इन्वेस्ट करना है एंड कब एग्जिट करना है. बिल्डिंग दैट कन्विक्शन इज सो इम्पॉर्टेंट. एंड थर्ड इज आई फील लाइक कि हैविंग दैट विजन कि आपको कैसी लाइफ बिल्ड करनी है आगे जाके, एंड प्लानिंग अहेड ऑफ टाइम. लाइक आई डोंट थिंक कि अगर मैं इस तरह से शुरुआत से ही इतने फ्रूगली रहती, एंड आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि मैंने अपने वांट्स पे फोकस नहीं किया, आई हैव फुलफिल्ड सम ऑफ माय वांट्स, कुछ ट्रिप्स भी थे, बट आई वाज वेरी श्योर कि अगर मैं इतना खर्च कर रही हूँ तो हाउ एम आई कॉम्पनसेटिंग फॉर इट. सो हैविंग दैट विजन कि क्या आप कैसे, आपके कुछ माइलस्टोन्स हैं या फिर कैसी लाइफ आपको चाहिए, तो प्लानिंग अहेड ऑफ टाइम. तो आई थिंक जब मेरी पहली सैलरी आई, मैंने अगेन एज आई सेड एफडी में सब डाल दिया था, बट आई न्यू कि मुझे सेव करना है, एंड अगले 5 सालों में आई वांट टू बी इन अ स्टेट वेयर at least these layoffs, and we all know what's happening in tech, these don't scare me anymore. So right now I'm in that position that I am not worried कि ठीक है a paycheck doesn't arrive तो क्या होगा. So I have built that safety net for myself कि now I can focus on increasing that asset of mine.
Right.
So yeah, these three would be the learnings over the last
I've
5
also
years.
had a few learnings after talking to both of you. So my top 3 learnings from talking to you guys is, number one, not extreme wealth, but most wealth is created when, and it's true for almost all asset classes now, be it equity, be it real estate, be it any other asset class, entering at right time, and the ones who are, let's say, have the potential to grow a lot. Betting on those companies will, get you greater wealth in the long term. Number two is, from the outside it looks really hard to maybe invest in direct equity stocks, which is, I'm not denying that it's it's very easy that anybody can pick stocks, but it's also not as hard up how the sentiments are made to be.
Yeah,
Right,
for sure.
you can be your own expert in a way, right, and it can work for you. Another learning that I feel is that be very realistic about your success, right? Be very realistic, and you should know, because at times what happens, and it happens to the best of us, that whatever success we see, right? Let's say मैंने कुछ बनाया and वो चल गया. The reasons for might that be at least 10 or 15 reasons that that is happening in the society right now, which has led to that, right? And we at times just contribute, us as the self person who has contributed to the 100% of it,
For sure.
which is not true, not at
Totally.
all true, because having that mindset and having that learning will always help you in avoiding those pitfalls which can come later or you can experience, because people with early successes are also the ones who go down the earliest, right? I've seen people going down, making crore, let's say, in a year, and then draining all of that money to be nowhere, right? So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for coming to Paranam. And I'm glad that this was something different that we have done today. And a lot of people will have a lot of learnings from it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank you for
having us.
having
Yeah,
us.
thoroughly enjoyed.